issues. You also join us on the program on Eagles FM, and that's on YouTube and Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. And together, let's look at the issues together. Let's proffer solutions to these problems. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
According to global estimates, millions of young Nigerians are grappling with drug use and its disorders. What are the implications of this on our public health, national security, economy, education, and family? Join Oikeke Igado Kure on robust discussions, sharing facts on drugs. What are the solutions? How do we find help, even for those affected? Every Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Together, let's break the circle, kick out drugs, save our youths to save our nation. This is an initiative of the Patriot Media Educational Foundation.
Welcome back. This is Recovery Road with Oikeke Igado Kure and John Okoro. Like I said earlier, this is the program where we actuate the dangers of drug abuse and use of illicit substances, and the aim is to ensure that we get the right things done. All right. So, like I said, drug and alcohol abuse affects not only the addicted individual, but the family and friends as well. The various and serious effects of drug addiction on family members. It is not easy seeing your loved ones, going through struggling and going through changes in their lives. And so because of this, what are the effects? What should we talk about? John, it's good to have you back on the program today.
Thank you very much, Oi.
Okay, so we're looking at effects of drug abuse on families. John, just few days ago, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency actually came out, all right, to caution against a new drug that is in town across the country. This is very dangerous. They have cautioned that it's actually a killer drug.
Yes, combined. Just but before we even go further, I think it's important that we get our audience to have the phone number so that they can as well call. So you can call into the studio as the discussion is going on, so that you can also have a say and contribute to the ongoing discussion. And the number to call is 09073530044. I take it again, 0907353, which is the nation's anti-drug agency, has actually discovered it and have given a public alert to Nigerians to beware. This drug, they call it combine. That's what they call it, combine. And these combine, as you hear, is a cocktail of strains of cannabis. Colos, the Colorado that at the time was trending everywhere. People were just going off the hook from Colorado addiction. Then you have also some opioids. Opioids there are talking about things like tramadol, then mixed in raw gin.
Okay.
And the NDLS said that is a short tramadol and others mixed into a thing like this. You know what it is like. So I think it's very, very important that people should be aware of it and then desist from using it.
I honestly like to believe that people are hearing us, parents are hearing us, the young persons themselves are hearing us. This is not like the ordinary ones that we've been talking about. This is like a cocktail for death. All right. You're shutting down your organs like immediately. So let's look at effects of these drug addictions on families. I was in just some few days ago, and I met a professor with a child, and guess what she told me? She was, confiding in me that this child, that she just adopted the child. And why? Because the
drug abuse on families, it can't be quantified in terms of the damage, because that there's a caller on the line, so let's take the calls and
Hello.
Hello, this is Collins calling from Dubai International.
Okay. How are you? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm
Okay.
doing great.
All right. Okay. What's your contribution, briefly, because of time? sir?
My contribution is this Coronado and Sadmo.
dying, killing yourself slowly. So you know what? Because these are not the kind of things that the brain could handle. The brain, our brain is not meant for this kind of thing. The body is not. So the body is very fragile. The body, especially the internal organs, that are so fragile, and the brain too is very fragile. And when you start taking in these psychoactive and psychotropic substances such as Colorado or even Tramadol, definitely you are dying slowly. And the very first effect is that it's going to alter your motor ability. That is your
Children. Usually, when parents are abusing drugs, they tend to ignore, their own children. They try to ignore the needs of the children. They try to. Some of them can even be violent, against their own children. So you make the environment uncomfortable, and very hostile to even children and other members of the family that you have, and this has become so worrisome, because a lot of people are dysfunctional today as a
mother. One thing that is going to happen is that you are going to lose that sense of responsibility as a parent, because whatever comes to you as finance, as money, as funds, either as a salary or wage or whatever you can call it, the first thing that will come to your mind will not be to take care of your responsibility as a father, is to go out somewhere and buy these drugs and use it, get to a high, and then feel good. That's also, by so doing, over a time, it will the negative effect of neglect on society.
Yeah.
So by the time families become dysfunctional, the overall effect on society can't be quantified. Like I said, what it means is that at the end of the day, the society